Hi everybody, Martin Norton, CDB Leicestershire Lead Learning Rep, and I have an update. Yep, it's about the ECDL Level 2 course and a few other bits and pieces. Now, in regards to the ECDL Level 2 course, it's in its second week and it's going really, really well. There have been one or two issues that I've had to iron out, and unfortunately, as an upshot of some of these issues, we had to withdraw the 3 till 5 class, and that was simply because out of the 11 people that expressed an interest in doing it at that time, quite a number of them had to pull out simply because they'd had a change in personal circumstance, because we'd had the Mouse Centre review and the re-sign, and they'd either got prior commitments that they couldn't get wriggle out of, or it was a combination of those two issues that prevented them actually joining in the class. So it did mean that we were reduced to about 5 people. Now, unfortunately, when I sat down and discussed this with the tutor from the college, he actually recommended that we contemplate withdrawing the class simply because at those kind of numbers, the college hierarchy are going to turn around and say, can't do it, too expensive. So, after a lot of heart-rending soul searching, because the last thing I wanted to do was end up disappointing people, I thought the best decision would be to actually do what the college recommended and pull the plug on the class. We've managed to slot 2 of the people from that 3 till 5 class into the earlier classes, because I always try and keep at least 1 seat open in any of the classes to give people that little bit of flexibility. If they need to come in on an earlier class or a later class, they can do. But unfortunately now, both the earlier classes, the 8 till 10 and the 11 till 1, are both full. So that's 24 people. Really, really good. Awesome. But we now have no wriggle room to deal with the issues of changing circumstances, or the fact that you've got a doctor's appointment, etc., and you need to come into later or an earlier time. It's just one of the things we've had to do. So, what else have we got planned? Yes, what else, I wonder? Well, after being asked by quite a few people at the Mail Centre about the possibility of doing some adult literacy and adult numeracy courses, they pretty much preempted what I've been doing over the last month anyway, which is trying to source not only via the college we work very closely with, North Warwickshire and Hinckley College, about getting them back in to do some adult literacy stuff and adult numeracy, but we've also been talking to another local provider that can actually tap into distance learning. So if you've got an issue with childcare, or you're out on the rural delivery offices, or you're a remote worker and you work in, say, a call centre and you're a member of the Leicestershire branch, doesn't preclude you actually coming in and actually learning, because if we get this particular provider in, they can do things via Learn Direct. So if you've got a broadband connection and a computer at home and you can set some time aside, there is the possibility that you're going to be able to do stuff that way. So that's very, very, very much in the embryonic stages, and I'm hoping to have some more news about that just before Christmas. So it might be a good Christmas present for some people. And what else is this update about? Well, more informal learning. Now, on the back of the previous runs of the informal, or as what is termed these days, Union Learning Rep supported learning, ULR supported learning, we are looking at running more in the way of informal workshops covering a wide array of subjects. We'll be doing the basic IT classes again, and these classes, or should I say workshops, we're going to do in two flavours. We're going to do the normal 8 to 10 hour ones that people are quite used to. So that'll be done over 2-hour sessions for 5 weeks, or as we've done previously, it may even go up to 10 weeks, depending on the subjects that you guys want to cover. But we're also going to be doing stuff within the Learning Centre, and we're going to be using it like a taster. So there'll be short events, so there'll be hour-long sessions, and it may only go on for like 4 or 5 weeks, just to give you an idea what's doing, and then what you're doing in the Learning Centre, and you can actually come back in and do something either more informal learning, or you allow supported learning, or you can do something more structured with the help of a college. The subjects what we're looking at: digital photography. Yes, it will be going ahead. We've had issues with the printer. Yes. Well, it was printing A4 all right, and it was printing 7x5s and 8x10s. They were brilliant, perfect. Couldn't fault them. But when it came to actually doing the A3 size prints, it was, yes, can't swear. But let's put it this way: that the results were less than we desired. So we had an issue with it not wanting to connect wirelessly. That's now sorted, and then we had this other issue crop up with the printing. It's always the same: you get one thing sorted, and then something goes, ha, fool you. But it will be sorted. It will be sorted very, very soon. And if it's not, I shall take a hammer to it and sort it out myself. But I've been in touch with the manufacturer, and they've given me 1 or 2 things that we can actually try to sort it out. If not, it's going back. Simple as that. But we will be running that. Now, I would like to run it as a free one, but unfortunately, with the cost of the ink, which has just cost us nearly 70 quid, no, 80 quid, £79 for 4 cartridges to go back in there, and the price of the inkjet paper that we're going to be using, because it's proper photographic stuff, we will be having to ask for some money to run it, but it's only to cover the cost of the consumables. So you're still getting relative bargain. Is what you're going to be getting over probably the course of about 16-20 weeks, because it will go over winter, spring, summer, autumn. We'll run it like a photographic club. So that's the kind of thing we're going to do. We may even look at doing some practical maths. Yes, the M word, math. No, it's not everybody's favourite subject, but it affects everybody, in no matter what walk of life you're in, and no matter what you're doing, whether you're shopping at Tesco's or Asda, maths involved. So what we're going to look at doing is some practical math workshops that will hopefully encourage you to pursue it a little bit further. You may even want to do the numeracy classes that will get organised with the college and get a qualification out of it. Or you may just want to use it to help you brush up on stuff so you can go home and help the kids with their homework. Ha ha ha. Yes, we know about that. What we're also probably looking at is setting up a writers group. Now, whilst literacy might not be, again, everybody's favourite subject, there are a lot of people that enjoy writing. And so what we may actually look at is setting up a writers group where people congregate within the Learning Centre, and they can discuss ideas, discuss stories they've written, or they can actually throw ideas about, and at the end of it go, yeah, well, I'll handle this, I'll handle the characters or whatever, and then go away and come back with a short story and work as a collective. It's one of the things we're looking at, and that's just simply to make learning an enjoyable experience, because it's what it should be. You may have had a bad experience at school or college, and we're here to actually break that barrier down and make learning fun. So stay tuned, because there's lots happening, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Oh, don't dash off. One more thing, I almost forgot. whilst I've got experience in working with computers, I can pass that information on. Same as with the photography and videography side of stuff. I don't profess to know everything about everything. So if you've got any knowledge, expertise that you feel comfortable or confident enough to pass on to others, I mean, it could be, I don't know, that's a freaking idea. Like gardening. Yes, gardening. You could be, I don't know, like Alan Titchmarsh and a god with a hedge trimmer or a goddess with a rake. You may be brilliant. Green fingers, green thumbs, whatever. And if you feel confident enough to pass that information across to other people so they can benefit from it, please get in touch. Or if you know somebody who's like that, I mean, you may know somebody who works for the council or does work on the parks department or whatever. Get in touch, and if we can, we will give them an outlet to do exactly that via the Learning Centre, and pass information on. I mean, the wealth of knowledge that's out there amongst you guys is unmeasurable, and it's untapped. So, if you feel confident enough, I will bend over backwards to get you in the Learning Centre, so you can actually deliver it. Or if you don't, we'll have a sit down in a natter and try and fathom out some way that you can. Because at the end of the day, this Learning Centre's all about you guys learning. And we can put only the kinds of things that are available out there up for you guys to utilise. So if there's other stuff that you want to do, let us know and we'll try and put it on. Thank the devil for that. Right. Time for you guys to go. I'll see you later. Take care now. Bye.